Alright, where is Cam? He's not in the stick room. He's not in his office. Where the... Huh. It's not like him to sort of just leave. Where the hell is Cam? Huh. Where's Cam? No.
Oh! Didn't see you there.
What the? Alright folks, welcome back to the Hockey Shop Source for Sports. I'm Kevin. He's Cam. You've seen the lengths that he will go to for those of you watching on the simulcast and checking out the video. For those of you just listening to us on the podcast, we are here at the Hockey Shop Source for Sports at thehockeyshop.com. You missed the intro where Cam is actually sitting in a CCM bag, and to me this is just the lengths that this man will go to figure out and determine which bags hold the most. Either that or to have a quick nap on the job. We are going to go through the rest of the bags that Cam has here in the store, on display, and on sale for a special InGoal promo code that you need to stick around to the end of the episode to hear about. But Cam, let's just walk through all the bag lines. When somebody comes in and says, I need a bag, I'm going to leave that joke. Goalie bag. What's the first question you ask them?
Cut. I can do this first.
Oh.
Yeah.
Somebody comes into the store and says they want a goalie bag. What's the first question you ask? There are different options, and how do you determine which one's the best for them?
2 questions. 1, wheel or carry. 2, pads in or pads out. Really kind of negates where they're going to end up in terms of our bag selection and what we have to offer, which we have quite a few offerings. If you're wheeling around your gear, you got a couple different ways you can kind of go. Most of my wheel bags that I have, they're all going to fit pads inside the bag, or if you want, you can carry it. It does take a little bit of feng shui to get all your pads in and whatnot, but there is a certain way to pack your gear properly. Starting off at the very end, we can take a look. We got our 2 Vaughn bags, the V9. The Vaughn bag hasn't changed a whole lot over the years. It's been a good staple for us. I can remember when my parents came here and got me a Vaughn bag for Christmas, actually, years and years and years ago. We have both the intermediate size and a senior size in particular. So your 8, 9, 10, pushing 11, potentially fits something like this bag. Moving on up to the senior, that will fit obviously a little bit more. The bag itself is a little bit more compact. I would say, you know what, for something like this, I would still probably carry my pads on the outside. However, again, given a little bit of patience in packing, you can fit everything inside, no problem.
And this is obviously a bag that does come with wheels.
That's correct. Still on the wheel bag side of things, and once we kind of move down a little bit, we'll switch over to carry. One of my good go-to bags, especially in that smaller range, the Brian's intermediate wheel bag that I got here. A couple nice features. It does have that nice pull-out handle. Makes it nice and easy to roll around, especially for those kids. They should be able to fit their pads in here, no problem. All their gear without having to have too much organization, which is a little tough at that age for sure. So great bag option. I love it. If you need something a little bit bigger, you can jump up to their senior size, which is just right beside it. Nice plug by Brian's right there. Good, great logo. B-Star. Moving on down, switching it up a little bit, we move over to some of our carry bags.
Oh, wait. I have one question, Cam.
Oh.
Do you ever ask the people who are looking at the bags with the wheels what kind of car they drive? Now, does it matter?
It can. I mean, if all of a sudden you show up and you've got a little Fiat Panda, there's an old car for someone who knows what that is. It's just not going to work. You got to have the trunk space for it, or foldable back seat and whatnot to be able to fit. It really depends on the car you're driving, but if you are driving a little subcompact and you're a goalie already, like you already know kind of what you're in for.
A personal note for me, the one thing I've had experience with is it's not just the size of the trunk and whether you can fit it in, but you need to take consideration, you know, of your car, how you care for it, how much you care about it. Because the one thing about wheel bags is they've got that hard plastic ribbing on the bottom. And if you're not careful, if you just plan on reaching and yanking it out, you can really do damage, especially to a sedan, sort of to that back deck lid, dragging that plastic in and out of a trunk.
You brought back a little bit of PTSD of my mom screaming at me for pulling my wheel bag out of her Volkswagen Jetta at the time.
There may have been a few curse words. There may have been a few curse words.
Choice words.
Choice words,
enhancers.
Choice words in your house. In my house, there were a few curse words at myself the first time I dragged one of those ribs across those ribbed plastic bottoms across the back of one of my cars. So yeah, it is something to keep in mind. Obviously, we're asking goalie questions, but you know, for parents, you probably should consider your car and whether it's going to fit. And if not, if you're worried about it, then you get into these ones here, Cam, the carry bags.
Exactly. So obviously no wheels, carry bag, but smooth bottom to it as well. So
this is the Warrior model.
This is the Warrior one, yes. But this is consistent across all the carry bags. Is that smooth bottom? So you referenced that earlier about having to worry about the scratches on your car and whatnot. That's one way to kind of keep and make sure that's going to stay pristine.
Smooth bottom bag, Cam.
These Warrior carry bags that we have, in particular, I've got quite a few different colors, so good chance I can find something that's going to line up with your team. I like this carry bag a lot. It served us very well over the years. It's evolved a little bit. It used to have mesh lining. That mesh lining used to break. Warrior paid attention and listened. They took that away to make it a nice smooth finish. Great bag. Sell a boat to them. Love recommending it.
The little, have one myself, like the little compartment. I know most of them have them, but always nice to be able to, I know like some guys like to put their jersey number in there. Frankly, I find it a great spot for holding the lock and key. Lock and key
identification if you're traveling, where to return this bag if it gets lost. Always good points to have that little holder there. Moving on down, Bauer, they've come out with a newer carry bag. It's basically very, very similar to the Warrior, actually, in particular.
Bigger, though. Looks like it's bigger.
Yes,
yeah, is this a bag you can fit a set of pads in?
Again, a little bit of feng shui when it comes to carrying your gear, especially with pads on the inside, can be a little bit tough. Most of the time, I recommend with the carry bags that you are holding onto your pads, either slinging them over your shoulder or whatnot, or even grabbing them by the knee stacks, in particular in my case. I just find it can be a little bit tough and kind of awkward to carry with it all together. That said, if you're traveling and you're using a carry bag and you want to be able to throw everything in, there's another great suggestion there for you as well.
Hey, now here's a company we're going to hear a lot more about in the near future in the goalie department. True.
Nice, good
goalie bag.
Vinyl PU leather bag in particular. A little bit smaller in comparison to some of the other bags that we just saw there too. So if you guys are a little bit more compact, especially like a smaller kid transitioning into a carry bag, it might be a little bit more manageable for them as opposed to lugging around this big giant bag in particular. So yeah, another great option in terms of our carry bags.
And now a couple of the monsters.
Yes, we're back to the wheel bags in particular, and the two biggest wheel bags that I've got. The CCM one, which you saw me pop out of there a little bit earlier on, for those that were watching actually in the video there. This is the biggest bag that I got. Nothing fancy on the inside, but this will hold all your gear and more.
Pads go in, no problem.
Pads go in, no problem. All your gear, even everything a little bit extra. So if you're, again, really needing to have that wheel bag and fit everything possible, that's going to be your guy right there, for sure.
And I'm thinking you're probably going to need to either be in a truck or at least a good-sized SUV if you're fitting this one in the back of the car. No sedans allowed.
Exactly. You might find it a little bit hard to get it in some of those sub-pack cars there, but yeah, another great option.
And last but not least,
if you are looking to be a little bit more organized, I do have this Warrior one as well. So still offering a similar level of size, but offering a couple more pockets and a little bit more compartmentalized. There, say that a couple times fast.
Compartmentalized. It's not that hard.
Compartmentalized. Yeah, that. What you said. Nice, cool feature of the Warrior bag. bags. It actually has even a spot to toss your stick in as well, along here. Just another feature we just don't normally see in the bags, just another way to hold everything all together. Again, keeping it a little bit more organized.
Nice.
But before you finish, there's actually one more bag. And it happens to sit right over front of my office.
Ooh, it gets the
Don't forget
the special spot.
the legendary Grit Sumo bags. Now, these are a bag that's been around for a little while as well. Again, for the real organized person, the ability to fully stack your gear and have it all sitting out in front of you in the locker room. So if your locker room is a little bit more compact, it can't spread out everywhere like I enjoy doing, and you need to be a little bit tighter spaced, that will sit all of your gear right out in front of you. The pad's actually clipped to the outside of the bag through the bungee strap that you see on the other one there. I've got both a junior size and a senior size. Definitely, again, the bag, you're gonna need that bigger SUV truck to be able to carry. It is a little weighty right off the bat without gear into it, so you want to make sure you know what kind of you're getting yourself into. But that said, if you're looking to have everything in front of you, all organized and ready to go, Grit Sumo Tower, another great option.
And you're wheeling that one anyways.
That's correct, yes.
So in terms of weight, it's not as big an issue because you're not slinging it over your shoulder. Now, the one thing you mentioned for those of us who take our pads, as I look at the pad wall behind you, and carry them outside of the bag, you talked about grabbing by the knee stack, grabbing by the toe ties, but you can actually buy a pad carrier, can you not?
Yes, we can. A nice little plug here from Brian's. We carry the Brian's pad carry strap. Yours available from the hockey shop for only $10.
Sweet. And you can fit it in that giant bag you're going to go take another nap in.
Exactly. Well, I know what the rest of my day is booked in for.
All right, folks, if you got any bag needs, make sure you check out Cam at the Hockey Shop, thehockeyshop.com. He'll set you up, whether you need a bag to carry your pads, just your gear, carry the pads yourself, or you just want something big enough you can take a nap in it. Cam's got you set.
Thanks, Kevin.